So I've been doing Movember for 12 years now. This was year 12 for me, or possibly 13. When I started, I was in high school, and at the time, I didn't really know much about the charity at all, because the Movember charity actually started in like the 2000s. So I came on after it was already going for a few years. It started in Australia, and what had happened was I was this relatively scrawny little kid in high school. I was a little bit bigger when I was a kid, and then I was pretty scrawny in high school. So I joined the weightlifting club at school that was run by some of the teachers. And one taught religion, one taught English, one taught, I believe it was science. And they're all really big into the gym. And there was this really cool community of like camaraderie and helping each other out and pushing. And they were all doing Movember, and it turned into like this school campaign led by these teachers. And that was my first year. It was a ton of fun. They had some announcements on the PA system, and a few guys in the gym walking around with a mustache. And I know not everyone could grow a mustache when they're 16 years old. I had no problem with it though. And then from there, I throughout my career have only gotten more involved. So I worked at Princess Margaret Hospital as a volunteer when I was in my undergrad, and that's when I really got more into the world of cancer and health. That was really my first exposure even before medicine. But really, it was a couple of years ago now where one of our friends died from suicide. And he was one of my best friends for a very long time, and just an awesome guy all around, like fantastic. Could not have asked for a better friend. And since then, the focus of my campaign for Movember has really transitioned to bringing people together, taking a little bit of my experiences from when I was 16 in this community aspect. And then we do a charity soccer game in my friend's honor every single year. And we just had the biggest turnout that we've ever had for this soccer game. So we're hoping that next year we could pitch it to the city that we all live in and see if they want to get involved and how we can make it even bigger.
That's incredible. I gotta say, I got involved because my first year of undergrad, I started volunteering as well, but I was at a crisis line. And
Okay.
at the crisis line, I had so many conversations with men and women, who were struggling with their mental health. And I'd been following you for a while, so I'd seen the Movember post for a few years at that point. And I was like, maybe I should be doing something as well. Last year, I was still like 18 at the time, so the stash wasn't too good. But this year, there's been a bit of an improvement there.
Yeah, yes.
How does it work with the gym post that you post? Like, because I remember last year you were doing it every day, and then this time you're doing it like once in a while. How does that
Well, you're calling me out here, but the challenge there
you go every day. You said
the challenge there is you can either grow a stash if you can, or you can move every day or run 60 kilometers or something like that. You can basically set your own challenge and use that to raise awareness. Last year I spammed too many people with those stories, and this year I'm just taking it down a little bit.
Well, the thing is, I love that Movember has come out with this this ability for anyone to get involved, right? You can't grow a mustache, that's fine. There's other things that you could do. And I hate when people still think about it as like an all boys club. Like it is a charity primarily for men's health. But on our team, there's many female members, and they do amazing. And yes, you could either choose to grow a mustache, or you can mow your own way. So one of the things that we do on our team is a challenge that we set, which is to get into the gym every single day or do some sort of physical activity for like an hour a day, 45 minutes. For me, I missed now 2 days with these ICU shifts because when I'm on a 24-hour call, there's no gym at the hospital. So I'll probably be extending my campaign a little bit further just to make up for those workouts. But it's a ton of fun.
Very cool. Yeah, in fact, one of our teammates is someone who's in our major, Michelle. She is doing Movember as well with us.
oh, really?
Michelle is awesome. Michelle, I've known Michelle for years now. Yeah, she's really cool.
Absolutely.
So Michelle from like
our major,
wow,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, full circle.
Yeah. Very cool. So real quick, if people are wondering where they can donate, where can they go?
Yeah, you could always, if you go to my Instagram, I have the link in the bio to our team, so you could choose to donate there if you'd like, or just get involved. Like if you have the funds to support us, that's amazing because a lot of good work comes out of the donations. But really, the reason why I choose to keep the mustache on for all month if I can, right, is to get the conversations going, right? And I think the best thing that you could do during this month is to find a couple of your friends, hang out with them more. Pick up 4 or 5 of you, go to the gym, do something that you wouldn't have done just for the sake of getting together, because I think that's probably one of the best interventions that we can make at a community level.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah. Loneliness is this thing that doesn't get talked about often, but there are countries in Europe now that have ministers of loneliness because they're identifying this as a major public health issue.
Yeah. And you could look around the world, right? Like there are different ways that we choose to tackle different issues, right? So without going down the rabbit hole too much, yes, there are some countries where this is a bigger problem than in others, right? And a lot of it comes from the work culture, and it's not the same everywhere, right? Like even comparing Canada to the United States, on average, the Americans work a few more hours every single year than we do here. Now, my family back in Italy, and this is not all Italians, but there are still some places in Italy where work culture isn't as prevalent as it is here. So you're not working as many hours per day. And that does play into having a little bit more time for yourself to spend with your family and do the things that you enjoy. So it's all about, taking care of yourself and working within whatever system we can.
Right on.